putting that light out there. I already checked cows. I already picked up the Amazon package that showed up at 4 o'clock. He was actually 4 o'clock on the money. They say 4 to 8. Usually they're about 4:30 or 5, and I'm in the barn. Yeah, light's still on because I went up and got the package. Oh, yeah. Becky wants to change that light, put an LED in. But one thing I've noticed, that one appears to cover a larger area than that one. I mean, am I right or wrong? I really don't know. It's a little different light. That's the old school mercury vapor. Works well. And that light, well, it's not a full one anymore. It's about a 5/8 of one. It was a full one just about every morning for quite a while when I could find it. And yes, Rainy and Red are both waiting in the shop for me. Go in there where it's a little warmer. I came out and checked cows before I went to bed last night. Checked the thermometer on the way out, and I went, at 28 degrees at 9:45 at night. I think I'll finish shutting water off, so I did. And the 2-year-old's water, there's 2 valves on the end of the pipe. One goes to the float, one goes to a hose, so we can bypass the float. I didn't drain that yesterday. I didn't thaw it because it did it on its own. I shut it off at the hydrant, right inside the wall there, unhooked it, and rather than that pen's a mess, and we didn't throw any straw in there because I'm just hoping not to waste the straw for them, but you know, they're leaving tomorrow. I went to let it drain through the hose direct to the trough. Nothing come out. I couldn't turn the valve to begin with either. They're 1/4 turn ball valves. So I unhooked the hose to the float, and it trickled because it was almost iced shut. It didn't freeze all the way up yesterday morning, or it thawed out. I think it thawed out because the trough was down a little, but then when I checked later, the trough was full. It thawed out just enough to run a trickle and fill the trough. Kind of crazy. So anyway, that got unhooked. Hopefully there's no issues there when it thaws. Be hand watering today anyway, at least for them. Because our actual freeze warning is for tomorrow, which they gave us the freeze warning yesterday for tomorrow. And the temperatures in said freeze warning, we've been in that temperature range for 3 days, 3 mornings already. It's like, you idiots. So if they're saying we're going to be, well, we're going to be. It's currently 26 out there. Not even 4:30 yet. So it'll get cold in a little bit. And I know there was something Becky said, I don't remember what she said was supposed to be coming from Amazon. But it seemed like there was something I was going to want. I don't know. I don't open them unless I know what it is usually. And she went back to sleep after getting the pups back in. I let them out after Amazon left. Clean some of this mess up probably today. And I may be stuck inside helping her get some stuff done. She's chomping at the bit wanting to get the fridge moved, so that means the cabinet's got to get moved. And I was really hoping my brother-in-law was going to do that. I'm done holding my breath. I mean, she probably hasn't even asked him yet. I know he's busy anyway. But do something with these. Not like we can use floats for a while, but do something with them. I think she wants your breakfast. Yeah, I haven't got there yet. I got the dinking around in here. More dinking than doing anything else. But hey, look at that. It's not quite touching. Almost. There, now it is. Leave a little sticking out. There's the other half of that bolt. Well, actually, there's about a 1/4 inch piece of it there. And I cut in the slot in it so I get it run in. I cut it short so I got room for weld so it ain't sticking all out. And of course I couldn't get the nut to spin up on it. I wasn't going to grab the threads with a pair of pliers. Already had that out. Just turn it sideways, cut a slot, screw it in with a screwdriver. Now I'm going to throw some weld on there. And if there's any bumpies on it, I'll knock the bumps off. Otherwise, if it's smooth, I'll leave it alone. And that one will be done. And then I'm going to go feed, because I haven't made it out there yet. Becky was going to get up at 5:30 and start her day, and all you see is a reflection of me in here. There's no lights on at the house, so she's not up yet. She thinks she wants me to do stuff, and she's not up yet. Well, anyway, throw some electricity to that and a little filler metal and go feed. Not even a minute later, there it is. Now it looks good to me. I don't think there's anything left over the edge, so the wrench will go on it. I'm going to lead back up, put my helmet up, shut it off, grab my phone from over here, and when I was about here, it was still glowing red. I just didn't get the camera on quick enough. I officially got to see him zoom, but I was mid-pour on the bucket in this section for these girls. Oh, there we go. Zoomies! Yeah, hi buddy. I like to see them zoom. If they're zooming, they're not only in a good mood, but they're good and healthy. Okay. Go finish feeding and then warm up, because I either do this stuff barehanded or just with leather gloves on. There's too many things I actually got to get a hold of. And currently, my fingers are freezing. Trying to see how much water is going to come out of that faucet. It's moving. Getting close. It's about to blast against that railroad tie and smack that girl in the face. I don't know if anything's coming out the other hose. But get that flowing good and I'll hook the float up and see if it actually works. We're right on 32 degrees right now, but the sun's out. And I really want to get the ice out of that. I don't really feel like having to heat it up to do it. And I had to come out. I got to go to the shop and find a Torx bit so I could take some screws out and move some cabinets over. There we go. I had to go get it. That valve was still froze solid. And the hose didn't drain because it didn't rick enough, so you can see the ice broke off of there. Hose is hanging in the shop. Oh, just hand water. Not like I haven't done it before. It's going to get froze tonight anyway. You're putting that water line in there. Drops down the wall, through the back of the cabinet. You got water for the fridge. Drops down and goes through the wall over there. I left a little excess in here. I had to pull every inch of it. Right where I had it marked, because how much I actually needed done in the wall, but when I got everything else done, I pulled the excess. The new fridge, the water goes in at the far back corner clear at the bottom. And you just hook right to the valve. This one had a pigtail off the valve, so you had plenty of room. So see, now the fun part. And she went grocery shopping this morning too. I didn't know where else to shove that where she could get to it. Obviously it needs to turn a little more or something, but now to figure out how it all fits in there. But it's in there. Now lots of shit to move. Oh, and somebody just had a chum over. Those are not fastened back up yet. And I was going to measure exactly how far over it moved so I could just measure where Scott had the screws and, measure over and redo them. that one's not even going to be in here. This one's going to be probably about here. And then this side will probably have 2 in it. But I'm going to have to take the stud finder and reach up there and find the studs. And cut the molding and put it back there. I did not put it back behind it. And this fridge said they want a minimum 2-inch clearance to the wall. So there's a 2x3 laying back there against the molding that is there. So it's about 2 1/8, maybe a little more than that from the wall. Somewhere in there. And then Becky decided she wants to replace that cabinet. Yay, it's going to be drawers. And instead of that one and that one, we're going to put an overhead cabinet up here. That's your plan. Really ought to do that one too. That way you don't see all that shit. But that's been there. Oh, no, now she says actually we could do that. I don't want to do that.
Why we're doing it.
Anyway. I don't know if she's going to replace that one or not. Looks like the top's on there kind of crooked. Oh, now she says no. That one's, we're getting 2 narrower versions of those. But I think they're deeper. I think they're 24-inch deep instead of 18. They're going to go from about right here to about there. And then spin you around again. That cabinet will be against them with the little mid fridge on top of it because it will fit on it. But there's just no cabinet room over here, but that will open up the rest of the hooks. See the whole window instead of part of it. Let's see if we can see up in here. There you go. Ollie and Cowboy chilling out in the sun.
I'm getting rid of it.
Got the fridge done. Got leftovers from last night's dinner. And look who shows up. And she's working on her second piece of pizza right now. I think she might be sharing it with her mother.
It's Abby's. It's good.
Yeah, it is. Abby's legendary pizza. So.
It's expensive.
You know, really not much worse than any other's pizza, except this stuff's good.
2 pizzas was $90.
It doesn't hammer me and make me stay in the can half the next day, so. Anyway, I still got a cabinet fastened back to the wall. I'm trying to get Brooke to do that for me. She pretty much told me she wasn't going to do it. Go figure. Down there, the damn thing didn't want to stay in there. It's in there now. Feeding's done in this barn except for finishing this water up. And doesn't look like the cows eat. No, they drink it down. I'm looking at reflection off the edge of the trough where it's wet. From them drinking. Let them in, fill that up. They got a bale today. Brooke just helped me feed. Had to explain to her because she's not how her. She gave them grain and them grain. And she gave, yeah. What at the other end? Ruby. She gave Ruby some grain. I'm going to show you Sapphire, but I think she's hiding. She's probably right there with her head in the feeder. Kind of looks like her from here. And those two are getting their last dinner. They'll go in late enough tomorrow, they'll get breakfast, but they probably won't get a whole lot of hay. And I won't have to worry about watering them tomorrow. They can drink that one down and make it empty. I don't care. They'll have water when they get in there anyway. But just one less thing I'll have to hook up in the morning. And that's full enough. I can go shut it off. It should drain down. Then I'll just come out and open that other valve so it doesn't freeze up. Then I can go get the cow's water going. Leave. She's saying bye, Grandpa. Don't you go that way, kid. I can see her going underneath the trailer. Well, I think we're going to see Brookie tomorrow, too. Hey, Blakely. You tell everybody thanks for watching? Yeah, thank you. Say see you tomorrow? Hey.
Celebrate tomorrow?
Hey.
Mama will be here too? Oh, Mama gonna be here tomorrow too?
Say see you tomorrow?
Why am I getting hugs? Aren't you going with me? Shouldn't you give Oma hugs?
Apparently, she's going to go stay with the
Can I get
cows
Bobby's?
tonight.
But why is your butt purple?
No, I guess all of it down the side are
Is
too.
it?
Yeah, I just didn't notice
Hey,
it earlier today.
Blakely, hello. Come here. Come here. Don't walk backwards too much. There's fresh dog poop back there. That's all screwed in. That's in where it belongs. It is not leveled yet. Haven't done that yet. Oh. Becky's got to get, we'll probably get a warning if we listen to that.
Oh, I'm sorry. It says right here
But
what
here,
it is.
tell you what it is.
That was our wedding song.
That was our wedding song. That's a picture she got on TikTok that she likes.
Hey.
And that one, we went up to Eaton, Washington, the Northwest Trek, and checked out their stuff. And that is parked alongside the highway. And you can't see it in that picture because it's cropped down too much, but Mount Rainier is straight behind us. Oh yeah, she's enjoying some Portland spirits. Chewy beer. Ah, she got most of the stuff back in here. I goofed. That was a goof hole. I took the stud finder up above and I measured over and I came down and I went, oh shit, there's nothing there. So I went up and did it again and I came up with that spot. There's the original hole. It's like 4 1/4 inches, I think, off, which there were 2 sets of screws in this one and 1 in this one. There's still 1 in this one because stud ain't there, but this one they're right in the corner. Oh yeah, and that's all Blakely's food. Well, and whatever, but mostly Blakely's stuff.
I just made this a second.
Oh, they used to be full of paper towels. And condiments.
Condiments. I didn't know we had. I think I bought you another coffee and you had a full one.
Oh, well that's alright.
I think it's over here.
Since there's really no drawers over here to speak of, that's where the silverware is. It works. That junk's in here. I mean, you know, would have been nice if we could have done something over here with that, but that's just not how things were going to work out, so that ain't how it is. And I know it's a mess in here, because literally we had the whole room torn apart. And she's finding things that don't need to be here, and a lot of that was over there and in the drawers that were over here. And I don't know why that top is so crooked, because I swear it went on there straight. I don't know. I'm going to have to tilt that fridge up and level it up. Anyway, and that's Brooke and Matt's wash. They've had some rats around the house because they got chickens out back, and she went to do wash this morning and there was 2 rats in the washing machine. It's an old top load. So she opted to come out here and Matt was killing rats today. Well, thanks for watching. I'm calling it a day and getting off my leg because I screwed my knee up earlier. And they're going to take a nap right in there for a little bit. Can't wait till that's back in the other room and out of the way.